Now, we talk about goals, but let's also talk about beliefs here. Shifting your belief around what you think is possible is also key to your success. Now, most people believe their goals to be further off in the future than they actually are. So if you believe a goal to be, we'll say 5 years into the future, you'll actually develop patterns and habits and beliefs to fulfill that goal in that time frame. So if you say, hey, I want to make $5 million in 5 years, guess what you're going to do? You're going to figure out how to make $5 million in 5 years. But what if you change that 5-year goal to a 1-year goal? You'll develop a whole new set of patterns and habits and beliefs to then fulfill a $5 million goal in a year's time. And I've shared this story before. Many of you have probably heard it, but I'll say it for those who haven't. Shane Chapin, a good friend of mine who also is the university host, when he started, had a 2-year goal to leave his 9-to-5 job and pursue storage full time. And if he kept it as a 2-year goal, guess what he would have done? Found a way to fulfill it in 2 years. But it wasn't until someone in the room said, hey, Shane, that actually looks like a 6-month goal. That's when he had to really start to look at things differently. The first thing he had to do was believe that it was possible, because if he didn't believe it, he would have just carried on with his original goal. He had to believe that it was, in fact, a 6-month goal. And when he did, he developed a whole new set of patterns and habits and beliefs to then fulfill that in 6 months. But he didn't fulfill it in 6 months. He did it in 4.5 months. So Shane saved himself, call it, almost 2 years of his time by doing one simple thing. He just changed his belief around what was possible. So my encouragement to you guys is to really analyze what your goals are and ask yourself if they really are as far off into the future as you think they are. Because oftentimes we have these limiting beliefs around what is truly possible. Guys, I've seen people do $100,000 months. I've seen people do $1 million in 6 months, less than that. I've seen a lot of remarkable things happen. And when you start to see those things happen, then you start to question, what's possible. And really, it's the sky is the limit. But you have to believe that you're capable of doing it. And when you do, that's when you can start to develop those new beliefs and habits and patterns to start fulfilling your goals in those timeframes.